The limit does not exist. And guess what else doesn't exist? The perfect diet. There's no way that you can eat everything that you need to eat and not have gaps in your diet. It's just going to happen. But that's where Ritual comes in. Ritual is here to help fill in the gaps. I absolutely love Ritual. I love their essentials for women 18 plus because it helps to fill in those gaps. There's a couple of reasons why I love it. I don't want to get too heady, but when I tell you, when it comes to my vitamins, when it comes to my supplements, I am a girl who wants stuff that works. What I love about Ritual is that it's in a delayed release capsule. So what does that mean? It allows the capsule to get to the part of my body, which is my intestines, my colon, before it kind of dissolves and allows my body to absorb everything. The reason why that's great is that is where the body actually absorbs nutrients. I know a lot of y'all probably thought, oh, in the stomach is where that happens. No, but a lot of these little other vitamins out here, that's where the vitamin is dissolving. So you're not getting what's actually in the vitamin. The other thing I love about Ritual is that all the stuff is bioavailable. So what does that mean? That it's clean, okay, and that the ingredients are traceable, so my body actually knows what's in it. It has amazing amounts of nutrients. It actually has 9 key nutrients. You only have to take 2 capsules a day. My body knows what's going into it, so it's like putting premium gas into this engine that's called my body. And a minty essence in every bottle keeps things fresh and keeps and helps to make things in the Maltese every day actually enjoyable. So instead of striving for perfect health, aim for supporting foundational health. Great news, Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during their first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/argue to start Ritual at Essential for Women 18 plus to your subscription today.
What's happening, family?
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to another episode of
Is This Gonna Cause an Argument?
I'm your host, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank, a.k.a. on tour, a.k.a. Marcus ain't on the gram, a.k.a. yeah, we did that shit. And my other host, my beautiful host, go on, let them know who you are.
I am Angel Lakita Moore, rapper / actor / host / touring producer. I'm also known as Angel Tanksley, the wife to this fine ass man beside me. But I'm also known as that chick Angel. That chick Angel. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. We are so glad to have you. This is a podcast my husband and I have been doing for the past 7 years. Every Wednesday, we come on here and we talk about family, we talk about life, we talk about juggling the both of our professions as well as our family. We also talk about just aiming for our dreams and the things that we're doing to do that. Mental health. You get it. We just trying to be out here sharing with you all so we all can do better in the world. Absolutely. So if this is something that you think you want to get down with, make sure that if you're watching this, you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, That Chick Angel TV. And if you're listening to this, especially if you're on Apple Podcasts, that you rate and review us. It makes us more discoverable. Subscribe to us so that you know every time we upload a new episode, which is every Wednesday. We have some amazing people joining us today in our comments section, in our chat section, watching us live. They are our Patreon. What's happening?
What's good, family?
We call them our immediate family because these are people that are near and dear to us. For the low of $5, they have supported us through the pandemic and beyond. It has allowed us to have a whole new set, lights, cameras. We do activities with them outside of them watching all of our podcasts live because this is not our only podcast. No. Marcus has Let Us Tell It with Greg Goolsby on that uploads every Friday. I have Mommy Confessions, which uploads every Monday that they get to see live. We do The Bald and the Beautiful together with the Frederickses that they see on Tuesdays, as well as Here's the Thing on Tuesdays. So they get all these podcast lives along with community events. So for the low of $5, you can have all of that too and join the immediate family. Last but not least, before we jump into the meat of the podcast, we want to give a huge shout out to some sponsors we have. This is when companies actually decide we want to partner with you. Is this going to cause an argument podcast for you to be able to bring our product to your people? We got 4 companies that we're partnering with. You already heard about Ritual, so check them out. Use our promo code. Later on in the podcast, we'll tell you about Storyworth, HelloFresh, and Next Evo. When you try out their services, you are actually helping this podcast. So we hope you give them a try.
Absolutely.
I love
I
it.
usually does my intro take that long?
Well, I usually do the ad.
The ads too. So
Yeah.
I kick it back to you.
Yeah, so, but
I'm
because
like,
you
she
can't
talk-
see
I was
him.
like, I don't do all that.
I know you would think. I could tell he was like, if she don't shut
No,
up.
it wasn't what it was. I was literally like, what do I miss when I'm doing the intro?
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, it was a lot. But you know, we the ball is moving now. The ball is moving and grooving, so it's back in.
Yeah,
It's back in your court.
back in my court. All right, hey fam, we usually kick this podcast off with a couple of different segments. Today we're gonna kick it off with "In My Feelings."
Oh yeah,
Let me tell you what's got me in my feelings.
I got something making me feel good.
That's
what
do we have a tune for that?
did we have a tune for it?
Yeah, "In My Feelings."
Yeah, you talking about a little bumper? Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's got you feeling? It's got me feeling some
Yeah.
type of way. Yeah, that one.
What made you just think about that right
It
now?
just popped in my head just
You're
now.
like, do we have some? We used to have your theme songs, which we'll
yeah.
talk about. But we're gonna talk about that today. But go ahead,
gonna
tell
talk
them what
about
in my
nothing.
feelings.
So "In My Feelings," that's a segment we do. We talk about something that's got us feeling good, something that's got us feeling some type of way. You know, something's been bothering us, or something that's just ain't bothering us, and we loving it.
Yeah.
What's got you in your feelings?
What's got me feeling good or bad? Which one?
Bad. Let's start off with the bad.
Let's see here. What's got me feeling bad is that there's just not enough time in the day. I have so many things that I have to do today, and there's other things that I would like to add to the list. Y'all know Father's Day is coming up. Father's Day is right around the corner, and Marcus has not given me what he wants for Father's Day. No, you would be pissed off if I said that to you. That's why I'm pissed off. Father's Day is around the corner, and Marcus has not told me what he wants. And I think he just wants me to be a trash gift giver, and I don't want to be a trash gift giver all of my life.
I said, give me some cards, you and the kids.
Give me a gift idea.
All right, I'll give you a gift idea.
But we'll be gone. We'll be in Miami.
Mhm.
I leave Wednesday morning. Am I packed? Do I know my outfits? I actually have to be cute. Like, I can't just show up looking any old type of way.
Oh yeah, I ain't got nothing to wear.
Listen,
And
I know.
it's hot.
I know it's very hot, and there's an all-white party. You got to get your whole self together. So there's just not enough freaking hours in the day. We're all jam-packed. But let me I know it's a blessing, so I don't want to sound ungrateful. I know it is a blessing for the things that my schedule is packed for. It's not scheduled. My schedule not packed because we're sick and we're having all these doctor's appointments and having tests run. It's not because everything we own is breaking down. We got to have repair people come to look at it. It's all packed because of opportunities and things that could actually be great for us. But yet and still, I just need a couple more hours in a day, and I need some sleep.
You could get some more sleep.
I'm
You
go-
lay down and take your naps. Ain't no kids in school.
I know, babe. I know. Listen.
Remove the phone from your presence altogether.
Listen to me while you're fussing.
I'm not fussing. I'm just telling you, giving you
Blah,
advice.
blah, blah, blah. I was so happy that I took Amar to school today because that let me know I'm going to be able to get into bed early today. I'm going to cook so the kids can have dinner, and I'm getting in that bed. I'm going to watch whatever I'm supposed to watch for TBTB.
Ah,
But no. I think it's like Real Housewives of Atlanta. So.
yeah.
Marcus, you complain, but you actually end up getting into these messy ass black women because it's
don't.
foolishness. Yes, you
It's just
do.
straight up foolish.
That's what he say, and then he see Apollo, and he like, now let me what
That's
this fool.
foolishness to a whole nother level, though.
Yes, they all
Apollo
fools.
was a train wreck on a hill. Like,
Yeah.
it's just going to keep going.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's what's got me feeling. Ugh. Tell me what's got you feeling. Ugh.
Again, time. One thing that's got me feeling is one of the companies I used to get ingredients from for Man Shit went out of business, so I was stuck trying to find.
Are you serious?
I found another supplier, but that put stuff behind. So Man Shit orders are backed up.
So wait a minute, which you ain't got to tell me the name of the company, but what did they provide?
They had a really good argan oil that I use. Argan oil is the only nut ingredient, but it's a very, very small percentage I put in there. I just put it in there for vitamin E. And they went out of business. And I've had the same 2 bottles because I put such little in there because you don't need it.
Yeah.
I put such little in every single, like, it's a really big batch. And I went to order, and I was like, what? So then now I got to do more research and find the right one that I need, and I did all that. So I finally found somebody, another company that provides it. So I made yesterday, while Angel was getting her makeup done, I was in the back putting together batches of man shit. So I'm gonna finish those up hopefully today, and I'll be able to ship those out, or Victory hopefully tomorrow if we can ship them out tomorrow, because we got some orders that's been in there for like a week, and I don't be doing that. I usually try to ship that stuff out within a day or two. So that's got me feeling some type of way.
Yeah,
I don't know what. It's no telling what happened. I ain't like putting no blame on them. I was just another client of theirs, I guess. And the only other thing that's got me feeling some type of way, man, is this burn on my forearm that's stinging right now.
I can't believe you burnt yourself. Tell them how you burnt yourself, Tootie.
I was
not Tootie. What was her name on Penny?
Penny burned herself?
No, her mother burned her on.
Oh, that's right.
Burned her back.
I was ironing Lil Marcus's gown for his graduation, and I was doing it in the laundry room. So as I'm sitting there ironing, I don't know what I was going to do to reach, because the only thing over there was it the sink? I don't know what I was doing. It was in the laundry room. I was reaching for something. I had no reason to reach past the iron, so I don't know what happened. And I don't know how long that iron was on my forearm before I realized
Jesus.
it. And then when it happened, I was like, I just got a little cube of ice, rubbed it on there, forgot about it. I didn't feel it again until that was Friday? I didn't feel it again until yesterday. I got out the shower, drying off, and I guess it's starting to scab up, and I ran that towel across it and ripped all that skin off. Sorry, I know you can't take stuff like that. And it got to stinging. Actually, I didn't feel it then. I didn't feel it till I put on lotion.
Yes.
I was like, why is my arm burnt? Oh.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I know it is. It's the worst. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I ain't worried about it. I'm a gangster.
I know.
So what's got you feeling good?
Okay, we're not going to do anything tour related, so we can keep it inside the main topic. What's got me feeling good is that Mama Likes some more of the new merch is coming in that you all are going to love, especially for those people who did not get the robes and the bonnets from that second box that I did. You're going to be very happy about this box. This actually goes a little bit into what's got me pissed off. PayPal has had the money that Mama Likes has earned inside of it locked up. So there's certain things that I need to purchase to go into this box that I cannot, or I'm not willing to purchase unless they release my freaking money, because it makes it easier for me to pay on Alibaba. So regardless, I have a really beautiful piece coming in that I think a lot of people will love, along with some other stuff. So I'm excited. Mama Likes ebbs and flows. It's not a consistent thing as of yet. But I love that the Mama Likes channel is growing because of Mommy Confessions. We already have 1,400 followers over there. I'm hoping that, possibly by the end of the year, we'll be at 5,000, maybe 10,000. So that's got me feeling good. It's not a business that I'm able to give my all at one time because I am one person, but I am happy that I'm still able to put out great products. The self-care stuff is the skincare products. We're going to launch that here soon. I just had to make sure this tour happened. And so that was where my focus was. So I wasn't I was just like, Mama Likes, you just sat right there. Don't worry, we're going to come on over there to you. And I think y'all are going to be really happy with it. Something else that you all will be really happy with is a great way to give a great gift to the father figure in your life. I mean, this year is going by so fast. The fact that we're already in the middle of the year. It is June, and Father's Day is right around the corner. And this year, I want to give my father figure, and especially even my husband, a gift that is truly unique and meaningful. a gift that will make him feel special and loved, and that's why I'm giving him Storyworth. Storyworth is an online service that helps you and your loved ones preserve precious memories and stories for years to come. It is a thoughtful and meaningful gift that connects you to those who matter most. Every week, Storyworth will email you your loved one a thought-provoking question of your choice from a vast pool of options. These are questions you may have never had the chance to ask, like, what's the bravest thing you've ever done in life? Or if you could see into the future, what would you want to find? I absolutely love the questions that they ask because they really are not the type of questions that you think to ask unless the conversation is going in that direction. In working with Storyworth before, I gave a gift to my mother, and one of the questions they asked her, and I've told y'all this before, is what age was she for her first slumber party? My mother had never had one. So while she couldn't answer that question with an age, what it did do was prompted us to allow her to have her first slumber party for her 70th birthday, which is like only 3 days after Father's Day. So it's just great. Well, after 1 year, Storyworth will compile your loved one's stories, including photos, into a beautiful keepsake book that you'll be able to share and revisit for generations to come. I am the keeper of all things in my family. Like, I keep the photos, I keep the photo albums. I'm like the family historian. So this is kind of like the best way to be able, not only do you have the pictures as the memories, but you have the thoughts, you have the feelings, you have the emotions. The book is going to be amazing, but the journey of writing it will also be a gift of itself. I look forward to reading the weekly stories of my mom shared over the course of the next year, or for you, of your dad shared over the course of the next year, and being able to hear their side of the story. So give all the dads in your life a unique, meaningful gift you'll cherish for years. Storyworth. Right now, for a limited time, you'll save $10 on your first purchase when you go to storyworth.com/argue.
Argue.
That's STORYWORTH.com/argue.
Argue.
To save $10 on your first purchase. Storyworth.com/argue.
Argue.
Okay.
So
What's got you feeling good?
one thing that's got me feeling good on the flip side of the whole man shit issue is I had been thinking about it for a while, and I ordered more scales. Mm-hmm. The process of the mixing everything together and all those batches went so much faster than what it usually does. Mm-hmm. Usually that's a long process, but yesterday, because I ordered more scales, I was able to I didn't have to move anything. I just had to add to each one. And I was just shocked at how fast it went. So it's got me feeling good because I wanted to start advertising and actually marketing a man shit. And I think that would also be easier for me to hire somebody to do that part and just, make the product. And I'm just going to, be pushing it. So that's got me feeling good. Other thing that's got me feeling good is this summer's got me feeling good.
Why?
I think one reason is this past school year was a lot.
Yeah.
I think I'm just happy these kids are out of freaking school. Mm-hmm. Like, we do a lot of driving.
Yes, we do.
Like, we have a leased vehicle, and we have surpassed those miles by so much.
We have.
We either going to keep that thing or we going to have to pay that penalty. Whatever. We're not keeping it. But it's just so much driving, and I think, and we moving out of the season to where we won't have to do that again. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm just looking for, it's just more time. It's like Angel does better than me because I work better in the evening. Angel is good. I think I'm warped from having to wake up early all those years.
Yeah. And
now it's like the pendulum swung the other way. Now I don't like doing anything early. I work better in the evening. But I'm trying to set myself to have working hours, like work. Okay, I'm shutting off at 5 o'clock. That's it. Mm-hmm. Don't expect no more business out of me. But the down part of that is while school is in, 4.5 hours out of the freaking day,
you feel like it's driving.
Is taken up by driving or sitting somewhere away from something that I need to be doing. Yeah. So I feel like I have so much more free. I know it's still gonna be busy, but it's still feel like I got so much more freedom now. I think it's got me feeling like a breath, like, oh,
yeah.
done with that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I bet. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I bet. That's Angel right now. I bet. Yeah.
Why are you picking with me?
why you like you on cruise control on like 15 miles an hour right now?
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you want me to give you? That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, where's it at? Come
Summer
on.
school is out.
I don't want to see your
here.
black ass on Here's the Thing tomorrow with all this energy and yelling and
I'm
screaming
gonna
and
be
stuff.
just like this.
No, you ain't.
You-
Watch.
You're mad because this is how rappers talk. You know, they're introspective.
Anyway,
they have their coffee.
Moving on.
I don't even drink coffee. This is tea. All right, moving on.
All right, moving on. So next segment we got is Hot Tanksley Take.
Hot Tanksley Take.
Hot Tanksley Take.
All right, that's where Angel just gives me something. And I give my take on it. I give my rant. It's usually a negative one. She knows how this usually goes, so it usually goes in the direction opposite of what I truly think. But I speak honestly about whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Your Hot Tanksley Take is on beards.
Beards.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something.
beards.
Beards ain't for everybody. All right. Oh no, hold on. Let me see. So I can. How you want me to take it? Is my beard or just beards? Period.
I said beards.
All right, beards. Yeah, beards ain't for everybody. To each his own. However, I feel like if you have a lot of hair on your face, it needs to look kempt.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes run around, they think, look, I keep mine at this level. If it gets longer than this, I trim it. Just the way my face looks with a beard, I'm like, I'm not going any further than this. I even talked to Angel a couple of times about taking it a little shorter. A lot of people think the longer, the bigger, the better. That ain't the case. I know people. I actually, there was somebody. Where was I at? Was it last night?
I don't know.
Or yesterday, sometime this
I don't know
weekend,
what the
this
hell you're
man's
trying to
beard
say.
it was down to his stomach. It looks disgusting. Looks awful.
Why does it look disgusting to you?
It looks dirty.
Oh, okay.
It's I don't know why. It's just like that coming off your face.
Uh-huh.
It just seemed like all your shirts would have a stain right here on the front.
Oh. Well, you don't think that about long hair on your head?
No, but long hair on your head is going down your back. You eat and drink and everything up front.
That's the truth.
You walk into the wind face first.
I hear it. Go ahead.
And you got and this is just on barbering period. What happened with the black dudes? Why are we putting this white outline around our facial and hairlines? What is that?
I don't know.
Where the hell did that shit come from?
I don't know.
It's like they go to the barber and it's like they outline themselves, everything in like this white chalk.
Yeah.
And then I can see if the barber had to do that to line you up, but they getting on camera now and doing this. Like they leaving it up there.
Yeah.
What is it? Why?
I don't know. I don't do that.
I'm so glad I'm the age that I am and I have the outlook that I do because this stuff looks foolish. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Has anybody seen this?
They have. I don't think anybody ain't seen it.
It blows I'm like, why you got this white? And it's so obvious. Even when I used to go to the barber and I would get my hair cut, back when I had a lot of hair on my head, I didn't like it when he got my hairline and everything too straight because it didn't look right to me. It don't look like, because my boy B, he would line me up so clean. I'm like, dude, this is I don't like this. This is way too straight. It needs to look like hair to me. It's like everybody wants to look CGI or something. I don't get it. I don't know. But yeah, so then we going back to the beards. Some people are patchy. Everybody ain't got a full beard, which I get it. But there's a way to groom that. It ain't got to be full. Don't try to have your beard look like nobody else's. If you can get that hair, you got to go a little lower. Sometimes you got to cheat. But this patchwork that y'all be leaving on there, take it down a little lower and let the chin hang long if you want to. The one thing I absolutely hate about my beard itself is almost the same as having hair on my head. I didn't think about this till a couple weeks ago. Me and Goose was talking about it when we had hair on our heads. Every time You have a hat on or off, a hood on or off, or take a shirt on or off, and messes your hair up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to rebrush. Angel talks about me because I'm always like stroking my beard like this because I hate when I look at a picture, when I walk past the mirror and I see my beard and it's lopsided. That's the other reason I'm thinking about taking it shorter because there wasn't a problem when my beard was a little shorter. It's not. I hate it when it's all off to the side or it drives me insane.
But I'm surprised you haven't covered, and I don't know if you're ever going to get to it because the segment's almost over, is the jet black glass beards.
Everybody hates it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be said.
I don't think everybody hates it because there's a lot of people doing it. What's his name? RL from the Blackstreet, baby, when we're grinding.
These dudes is in their 60s. I don't know. Even if gray hair don't run in your family, eventually the jet black is going to fade to a light brown or something, even if it don't turn to gray. Black men, please stop jet blacking your goddamn hair. Your hair was never that black. Never. I can't remember. I don't know the name of it. There's a black. It's like the blackest black on earth. Like no light escapes
it.
It's like the extreme black. If you look at a picture of it, it's so black it looks like a void. I can't remember the name of it. One of y'all probably know in the comments. Look up like darkest black or whatever. It'll pull up. That's the like dye that they got on they.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It looks so extremely intensely black, and it's again y'all looking like porcelain dolls out here.
Oh, next, yeah, it is. I don't.
Yeah, Bijan.
Beijing.
Oh, no, that's not it. It's a word that I don't recognize when I see it. That's why I thought that was it.
Yeah, Beijing.
No, it's a different. Google it.
You talking about the dye?
No, it's not Beijing. Mars Black. Yes. But
women. Oh, no. You're talking about the name of the color.
Yeah,
I'm
the name
about
of the color.
The product.
Oh, no.
Beijing.
I'm talking about the name of the color black.
Okay, I was like, I'm saying this guy take on name right.
It's a specific name for that. Because as soon as they can create, like, I've seen a car painted that color. I showed it to Angel one time, and it literally looked like nothing existed in the shape of the car, and it was just tires there.
Mm-hmm. That's the type of black that BMW had it on one of their cars. What's crazy is when I first started seeing it, I like men doing, because sometimes they'll do it, and the black is on their skin. It's not even just. There's sometimes
you
no
got the
hair.
Makeup. Yeah, you got the makeup. They like, you see Spice Adams like when he does the whole, and that's how they be looking. It's like, if you're gonna die
Vanta.
or whatever,
Vanta is what somebody's calling it. Vanta.
It might be. If you're gonna dye your hair or whatever, do your thing. But they dyeing their skin or putting the makeup on the skin, and it's so obvious that that's not hair.
So I thought that when I first saw this happening, I only saw gay men doing it. They have their own style, their own flair. So I was like, okay, either they like it or, the people that like them like it. It's all gravy. When I started seeing heterosexual men doing it, granted, we don't do everything to attract the opposite sex. So just like a woman, when she does stuff, she does it because she likes it, right? But because men are such visual creatures and because men are so attracted to things that look good, I have no idea why that is the direction that straight men are taking it.
Yeah, a couple of them, they don't even have like goatees and beards. They just put some black paint on there, like the R&B dudes.
It confuses me.
What's his name on the basketball player that's now a commentator? Is it Jalen Rose? With all the hair, this dude got the best hair in the game. Mm-hmm. There's no need for you to jet black your hair like that. We all know you gray. We seen the commercial where you was a little gray. And
he's like, I ain't no more.
He's just jet blacking the hell out of his hair.
They need to go to Vidal Sassoon.
The whole set of Bel Air.
Yes, all jet black.
Before they
Jeffrey
film,
Uncle Phil.
They say go dive in that pool. You ain't allowed to. We ain't gonna film you unless you dive in this pool of Vanta Black.
Listen,
and dye everything on you impossible black. That's what we gonna call it. Teddy Riley, yeah. I think Taylor. Poor Teddy. All of them. Come on, y'all. Embrace the gray. Anyway, that's beards and black hair.
Oh, you falling into you were running this episode. So
Oh, that's
no,
right.
you got to
But don't nobody look better than us as we do it. Moving on.
Okay.
Ain't time for another ad.
You want me to do another one?
I'm saying, is it time for one?
I feel like
Watching
we
the
have
time?
I am kind of, but I don't know if it's time for another ad.
Okay.
We probably have like 2-3 minutes.
All right, moving on. Main topic, y'all. We gonna talk about this tour and our very first show that we had out here in LA at the Bourbon Room last night
Yeah.
on June 11th.
Yeah.
It was Lizit.
Mm-hmm.
It was fire. Look, before we started the show, we had VIP come in first, and I told him, and I had this mindset the whole time: if don't nothing else happen, I'm gonna have fun.
You did.
At the very least,
Yeah.
y'all gonna watch me have fun.
Come on. Let me take y'all to the top of the day. So this week leading up to this show, in the week prior, I was in Lexington, Kentucky for a nice amount of time for graduations. So there was only so much stuff I could get done in regards to the tour. There was some editing stuff for our audio visual things. There was some communication with our booker as well as with the venue that I was able to do. But there was no hands-on stuff for real that I could do.
Mm-hmm.
Get to this week prior to the tour, and I all of a sudden have a hip rap song, and I am taking meetings with record labels left and right. Like, it has been crazy. Interviews.
It's literally been insane. Like, all of these, 5-6 meetings a day for a week.
I got people trying to squeeze in meetings today as well, on top of other career things like brand deals and stuff. So where I want my focus at is the tour. But the way my schedule was being set up, I could not give the tour that time that I wanted. So I was getting like anxiety about it because I just wanted to be able to focus on this thing that me and Marcus have been putting together for a long time. So finally get up to Sunday morning. I wake up, I feel so good. I make I think I make the twins breakfast. Did I make them?
You did.
Or did I do that the day before? I made them breakfast the day before.
You sure?
Yeah. This morning, I got up. I went and I knew what my loose ends were. So we actually were able to do a run through one day and a tech run through and the house. So it was just like little stuff. Like, I wanted a plastic thing to put the prices of the merchandise in. I wanted to print off, instead of just bringing index cards, I wanted to print off little things with our logo on there for audience questions, and get food for the kids, get a birthday cake for my mother. Was able to do all that, get home, and pull all the merchandise outside so that we could legitimately see we have everything for the tour. Because our house, there's just so much stuff. It's hard to see, like, is this what we need, or is there something else we need over here? So it was like putting everything outside. Got my makeup done. Babe, Marcus, he was chill enough to be able to make man shit during the day.
Don't tell my part. You tell your part.
No. Because I'm not going to say anything. Like, anyways, get my makeup done. We still handling stuff. Victor, during the tech run, we realized there were certain aspects that needed to be changed tech-wise in order for the show to run smooth. So I'm literally doing that still while I'm doing my makeup. Or no. Even after I'm doing after I done packed up stuff, I'm editing things or whatever. Even with doing some of the stuff last minute, I was calm as a cucumber because I knew we were ready. Mm-hmm. Everything we ordered had came in. There was nothing that we had merch-wise that did not show up, that we were having to like, oh, we got to hurry up and pivot or anything like that. So the morning of, I felt good as hell. How did you feel the morning of?
I feel good. With me, I'm going to start with the night before, because I stayed up. I was up till like 1, almost 2 o'clock. I was folding shirts, because we order our merch shirts. They wrap them in they fold them in groups of 10 or whatever. And when you go to sell, you got a line of people. it's got to be organized. So I literally had to unwrap all of that stuff, and I folded all 250 shirts up until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I laid down, that's when my nerves started getting to me. I was like, it's all good. I don't know what this is. Just a little bit. I was laying there and I was just like, yeah, tomorrow night you're gonna be laying right back in this bed and it's gonna be over with. So I know Angel got up, like she popped up and started doing stuff. I said, I'm going to rest because I am tired. Mm-hmm. So I laid in that bed until I made myself lay there, I think, until like 9 or 9:30. I was like, I'm not getting out of this bed. I'm wide awake. I'm not going to look at the phone. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just going to lay here and relax because that's what I need to do. And then as soon as I got up, I just groomed myself. The biggest thing on my list was I need to start some man shit. I said I planned on getting everything outside, and you had already done that. So I said, I'm going to get man shit. And my next biggest thing was, even though I was acknowledging and, everybody's, wishing me good luck, that was making me nervous. I don't know why. I had to start ignoring everybody's like, I know y'all going to do great. Here's a prayer, and people sending me these prayers and, the success. I say, yeah, that's driving me crazy. Nah, I ain't going to look at none of that right now. Because I think I already know what I had to do. So thinking about it was
making
like,
it worse.
Making me anxious. I said, no, I'm not going to, because it is what it is. Like, I'm just going to go handle what I got to do. But then other than that, making man shit, actually, I thought I had more than enough time. And then next thing you know, it's like, well, the car going to be here at this time. And I'm like, oh, now I'm rushing. Like, so now I got to hurry up and finish man shit, run upstairs, take a shower, get dressed and everything. But for the most part, the day leading up to it was pretty chill for me. Right before we left out, I just went upstairs because I was going to sit and relax. But Angel was listening to stuff, and she was listening to her song, trying to make sure she knew it. Like, listening to stuff online. I said, no, I'm going to go up. Because, again, I just wanted to relax and rest because I've been on my feet. I've been standing up literally from the moment I got out of the bed. Like, at least you sat down and got your face done. I stood up. From grooming myself to making man, all of that stuff, I stood up the entire time. I said, my feet are tired. I'm going to go sit down now. So that's what I did. I sat down, put my feet up, got in my little meditative stance, and I just lay there sat there until Angel said the car's here. I was like, all right.
When my feet don't get tired is when I'm cooking HelloFresh. And let me tell you why, because these meals come together so fast, okay? In less than 30 minutes, I can bring a meal that is nutritious and delicious to the table for my family. HelloFresh delivers pre-portioned ingredients that are farm fresh and seasonal recipes right to your doorstep. And it makes home cooking fun and easy. I'm able to get the boys involved. They're able to pick out their dinner for the evening, and they can help their mommy with the steps. This summer, HelloFresh is here to take the work out of eating well. Reach your goals with the delicious Calorie Smart and Protein Smart lunch and dinner options, plus new vegan recipes. Figuring out what's for dinner is not the top of anyone's summer activity list. HelloFresh delivers mouth-watering, chef-crafted recipes and farm and fresh ingredients, to your door so you can spend your summer doing, well, whatever you want. And that's exactly what I love. We absolutely love HelloFresh. This is the routine for us. The HelloFresh boxes are delivered on Sunday. Our oldest son, Marcus, brings in the box. He puts all of the recipe of the ingredients inside our garage refrigerator. He brings all the recipe cards into the kitchen, and we have it on our little recipe board. And then through the week, the twins choose which meal we will cook. Once they pick it from the recipe card. Once they get the recipe card, they go to the garage refrigerator, pull the bag out of the garage refrigerator, and then we cook it up. It's such an easy routine. We love the meals, from their shrimp pasta to their different quesadillas. We really love their ravioli dishes, their tacos. I have made some amazing tacos. I had never made fried fish tacos before. Ooh, I made some recently, and I was like, oh, gosh, I want to make these every single week.
Them quesadillas are fire.
So this is what we want you to go to HelloFresh.com/argue16.
Argue16.
And use code ARGUE16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Again, that's go to HelloFresh.com/ARGUE16.
ARGUE16.
And use code ARGUE16.
ARGUE16.
For up to 16 free meals and free shipping. That is HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Now, even though we are actually really, really tired, we still... Well, at least I know I do. I find that I still need this, especially when it comes to my stress. And Marcus, even though he's tired right now, he's just tired because we just did the tour. He's going to go back to his regular self. And this is something that he needs as well. It's Next Evo, okay? Listen, we're getting ready to leave for Miami here soon. We're excited for this little getaway. But y'all, that's not always easy to have. Getting away from your responsibilities, because actually it's a responsibility for us to go to Miami. It's not a vacation, okay? And I can just think about how stressed I was planning the tour, knowing I was getting ready to leave. Just a lot of things on my plate. Becoming a chart-topping rapper. Are very, very stressful, okay? And I know with Marcus, when we fly, he does not sleep well. He's not somebody that sleeps on flights in a way that's restful. Well, whether you need to de-stress or keep your sleep schedule on track this summer, CBD can help. But don't settle for just any CBD product, okay? Because that's just silly. A recent study showed that most CBD labels are way off, okay? Some products are only contain about 60% of what they claim. Melatonin products can also be very inaccurate, and we use melatonin in our house. Next Evo Natural CBD delivers exactly what's on the label. Their products are tested before and during and after they are made, so you know exactly what you're getting and what you paid for. We love Next Evo. Marcus loves to take their sleep. Which one it's called? It's the Triple Action CBD Sleep. He loves to take it. That thing puts that man in a very good sleep. 30 minutes before bed. And Marcus is like a baby. You hear me? Just cradled up.
Cooing.
That's how sleepy he is. And I love their complex gummies, their stress CBD complex. Again, I'm not saying that my plate is ever going to not be as full as it is, but I want to be able to handle it without the stress. And Next Evo's stress CBD complex gummies do exactly that. They are clinically proven to reduce stress up to 70%. No prescription needed. And the Triple Action CBD Sleep calms your mind with fast absorbing CBD. Then both fast-acting and controlled release melatonin helps you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. Leave summer stress behind and upgrade your CBD. Go to nextevo.com/argue.
Argue.
To get 20% off your first order of $40 or more. That's 20% off $40 or more at nextevo.com/argue.
Argue.
Had to get loud there. The background was like a war out there.
Rolling something through the lobby.
So I don't want to tell them what exactly happens on the tour, just in case they're going to our other cities, because we coming to your cities now.
Hey, we coming to them cities. Selling out L.A. was probably the most difficult part.
So there's the first news, if you didn't know. We sold out our first location.
Absolutely. Which is the most difficult location to sell in, apparently.
For us.
Yeah, we don't have, our demographic isn't nearly as big here as it is everywhere else. But yeah, selling that out, that was big. We didn't find out until
right before the
show, when they was asked like, so well, do you have anybody via, any special, guest list? We was like, nah. They were like, well, you're at capacity pretty much. We're like, wait, what? So that was big. The only other thing I was worried about, like I was texting Victory, I went down to the green room and it's like 8 levels underground. It's like you keep going downstairs. It was insane. And I was like, ain't no goddamn signal down here. So that's when I started texting. I was like, let me know if you get this or whatever. It was taking a long time to go through, but it was going through. But other than that, waiting to come out, that was the only other time. I'm like, all right, here we go. Yeah. Walked out and that was good.
Listen, there's a couple of things. One, y'all, I'm looking at my pooch in this camera. It is terrible. Let me sit up. One that was great. Obviously, we have friends in LA. So we knew our friends were going to show up because we were like, listen, what we're not doing is y'all not showing up. That's not the case for this. I'm tell you that right now.
Tamu.
No, but she's actually talking to someone named Tamu that's on here. But I'm going to tell them about it. So seeing so many faces I did not recognize, which let me know, oh wow, people who actually are supporters of our work and not because they know
Our
us.
friends, yeah.
Were in attendance. We did our VIP meet and greet. We took professional photos with everybody. If you're one of the people that took pictures with us, we will be putting up a link for you to be able to get a hold of those pictures. Taking pictures with these people, talking to them, getting to know them. That was great. Being able to do an activity with our Patreon in person.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Because it was great for me.
It was great. It was just mentioning Patreon during the show and watching it. Like, yeah, it was like that somebody yelled out West Side and it was, hey, you know.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was definitely nice to meet a lot of people from Patreon that I haven't met before. That meant a lot. It was
great. So I'm gonna tell y'all the inside joke. I was just gonna tell Patreon, but I'll go ahead and put it in the main episode. Doing crafts and cocktails, having a good time. Okay, I've got Brianna up there and Kaylin, who are both part of our Patreon out here in LA. Shout out to them for showing up and showing out. Great on stage guests. We're talking, we're chopping it up. And if you know Crafts and Cocktails, I ask the same 3 questions every single time. And I was on the last question, which is, what is something you think you're better at? What is something you wish you could be better at? Well, Brianna says she wished she wasn't such an impulse shopper. And I went and said, oh, I'm glad people out here impulse shoppers. That's how the hell they got here to this show, is they were like, impulsively, I'm going to go to their show. Thank you. Because we didn't offer refunds. And then I began to talk about, I love impulse shopping. I love emotional shopping. I love that when I am in the mood, or whether it be sad or happy, I want to shop. And I discovered Temu, Temu, and their whole thing is shop like a billionaire, because the stuff be $1.72. Stuff be so cheap. And I'm talking about it. Everybody's understanding what I'm talking about. I'm like, I got 2 boxes at home I got to open. Can't wait, period. So I then go to Kaylin. And in my head, I said, Kaylin, so what is something that you wish you were better at? Unfortunately, that no one else heard me say that. Only I heard myself say that. Out loud, everyone heard, so Temu, what is something you wish you were better at? When I tell you, I had no idea I said it. And I'm looking at her, and she starts to laugh. And she turns her head for the mic. And I said, what's so funny? She said, you really just called me Temu. I said, I did. When I tell you, to this very day, I still don't hear that I called her that. I can't wait to look back at the footage to hear it for the first time, like everyone else.
You've done that like with a bunch of different things though.
Hell
like you'll say something,
yeah.
I'm like, Angel. You be like, when it ain't 200 and some people there to tell you, you be like, Marcus, I know what I said.
Because in my mind, I had their names down.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, boy, y'all was acting up last night.
I looked that baby in her face and called her Temu.
Yeah, you bet I was saying it's a booty tape.
Listen, no, booty tape, so I don't think I know your name. I know her name, and at that time, it was Temu. So I called her Temu for the rest of the dang on segment. I was like, Kaylin, a.k.a. Temu, tell us what else you're thinking. Yes, Kaylin said, Marquita even said it. She yelled, that's not her name. Didn't hear it. Didn't hear it. And just getting to meet and getting to know them.
Yeah.
It was so great.
It was.
And y'all are not insane. And so that works so well. Very
well.
Sane people that came out. We met a doctor. It was Ian. You remember the guy doing the meet and greet? He was like, you all helped me get through the
Dr.
residency.
Hold on, stop. His name is. You said Ian and it messed me up. That's not his name. Emu. I'm thinking of Tamu. God dang it. I know his face. I can see his face.
I can see his face too. He was very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, he said we helped him get through med school, and it was very. Hearing stuff like that is one of those things that help drive me to do stuff that I don't feel like doing. I'm like, somebody going to enjoy this.
Yeah. 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 So that was
Erica Alexander drove up from Arizona.
She surely did. Erica has an event on the 24th of June for AARP in Arizona. So, yeah, if you all are looking to figure out how to build financial wealth, y'all should check it out. I'll try to put it in the show notes, the information. She was like, I mean, it's in Arizona. I said, so I can tell people about it. Sure. Yeah, just people. I met my therapist for the first time face to face. She's freaking gorgeous. She does not look like a therapist. If therapists were supposed to look like something, they should have on a sweater. They should have glasses.
And a bun.
And a bun and smell like, I don't know, mothballs. She's a baddie. She knows she a 10. She a baddie and her baddie friends. That's what she looked like. So it was great to actually meet her in person. Okay, not that Erica Alexander.
No, not the actress.
Erica Alexander in our Patreon.
I should have clarified that.
He's a JK. Yeah, Sandy. Why weren't you with her? Because I know you in Arizona. That's one of our Patreon as well. Favorite part of the show for you?
I don't know. I would say just first coming out there, but I don't even remember that.
Let me tell you about my man.
Somebody's asking my back. Okay, y'all stop bringing up my back is Gucci.
What you mean?
That was
Back
years
up
ago.
when?
Somebody asked me if my back was okay.
When was your back bad?
Yeah, what back when I'm talking about years ago when I herniated my disc.
Oh, so they saying you doing all that jumping and stuff.
Hey, look, my back is Gucci.
Well, we always bring up your back because we just want to make sure that it is.
Go on and say what you was going to say.
My baby, my man. He held it down. I can't tell y'all much, but the way he came out on stage, and I watched the video of how he came out on stage.
That's the only way I know what happened is I watched the video.
This big ass man, the way he was moving on stage is what really sank in. He is huge. You are massive. I'm like, all this man is like hopping around everywhere.
It was the energy in the room.
Which I knew they were going to give.
Y'all got me hyped. I had to meet y'all's energy.
Shout out to Victory. She played a playlist that she created for my birthday for last year. And y'all, if y'all know anything about me, even prior to becoming a famous rapper, I love some trap, booty clapping music. And so do the people who love me. So I got to see videos afterwards of my friend Siobhan twerking over top of my friend Kiyomi.
Yeah.
Got to see my sorors.
Yeah, it was a
backing
straight
that
up
thing
club
up.
scene.
It was.
Apparently before we came out.
So just so you understand that when you come to our show, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
Yeah, when we saw video, the audience was literally out there dancing, twerking. I'm surprised it wasn't like some pit bull fighting. Like it was like a straight up just scene. I'm like, what is going on out there?
Hey. It was hilarious that when we showed up, they had 2 leather chairs sitting on the stage.
2 leather
with
chairs and 2
microphones.
mics, just like this, and a table in the middle.
And we were like, it's not that type of show.
Get that shit up out of here.
I said, there will be no sitting during our show.
They're
There will
like,
be none.
Oh, no sitting? No sitting.
None. I was like, we need none.
Only
No
thing
parts
we're
of
going
it.
to do is set liquor on the stage.
It was so good. Any mistake that you made that you're like, whoop, let nobody saw that?
Nah.
Marcus did make a mistake. He got too close to me during a certain segment and almost had me fall.
I was fine.
Oh no, you kicked the
I kicked the hell out that speaker when I first came out.
Marcus coming out there like a no limit soldier, stomping on things and kicked the speaker.
It didn't move. That thing is heavy. I said, make sure my foot didn't go through it. And I said, back to it.
Marcus came out. We somebody sent the clip into our group. We have a little friendship chat with Kev and Tony and the gang. And so Tony's never seen Marcus on stage.
Nah, he ain't.
He was like, look at Marcus with the stage presence. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, call me the third ball brother.
For our first show, we had 2 special guests for our first show. And they were the perfect addition.
Mm-hmm.
We brought on stage Greg Goolsby and Melanie Goolsby.
Yeah.
Their energy was so good. Their energy was so good. Yeah. It was so good. What was your favorite part of the show?
Didn't you just ask me that?
What did you say?
I said I would say coming out, but I don't remember it.
Okay, you ain't got to fuss at me.
I ain't fussing. I'm just
no,
saying
that's exactly what you
just
did.
asked the same question
I
twice.
am
What was your
tired.
favorite part of the show?
You going out on stage. I'm dead serious. I was, if you could have seen me, you would have picked on me. You know how you pick on me when I smile? Yes. Whole time. I was just like, that's my baby.
I don't know, like meeting VIP, just being out there. I can't pick a favorite part. That's just not possible for me.
We did audience questions.
Yeah, meeting Patreon, getting Patreon's reaction when I said something about Patreon, and everybody, Patreon went off. I was like, that's dope.
Yeah. Like it was just so magical. Magical. We have been wanting to do this for 3 years. So to see it come together, one, I'm going to give myself some credit right here real quick. I know how to produce the hell out of a live show.
Yeah.
Me and Marcus configured this thing from our minds, right? Mm-hmm. We talked to each other about things we felt comfortable doing on stage, what we wanted to give the people. And from there, we finessed this whole thing. The fact that every element that we needed was there. The fact that the type of venue that we needed was the venue that we booked. Yeah. Like, we did everything we needed for the show that we created to be a success.
Yeah, I wish we had that venue in every single city.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so just, this is the wonderful thing about being an artist. And I know it exists in other careers, but it definitely exists in artistry. You are literally taking nothing and turning it into something. Mm-hmm. You are taking an idea that popped into your brain and making it become a physical, tangible thing. It's not giving birth, but it's like giving birth to a baby, taking something that is just sitting in your head from the first time we ran it with our friends to where we got it to.
Yeah.
It just grew so much from infancy to it became like a whole teenager on stage. I can only imagine what it's going to look like by the time we get to our last tour stop. And while our LA people are true, they are true. They love us.
Absolutely.
I can only imagine what these East Coast people are about to act like. These black people. I can only imagine. Is there anything that, I'm trying to think. Is there anything? Yeah, don't spoil. If you've been, do not spoil certain parts for people. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Kaylin, for keeping it to yourselves. Yeah. because there are some parts that y'all just period. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good when you see it. And also hearing the audience reaction to stuff.
Yeah.
And being like, that's the reaction we were hoping for, and we got it.
And the thing is like, again, when we first got there, you know, the venues thought, you know, knew it was a podcast, so they had these chairs out there. And even from when we first conceived this whole thing of wanting to, you know, do a tour, it's like, we don't want this to look like nothing like no goddamn podcast. Podcast gonna be the bones of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's the skeleton.
It's the skeleton. That's it. So for it to have as much energy as it did, and that energy stayed there until the very end, I'm like, that was what I wanted to accomplish.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was what I wanted to accomplish. Ain't gonna be no TED Talk or just us sitting down. It's like, so, not to knock anybody, but we ain't gonna sit on stage and I ain't gonna sit there and talk about, you know, what I went through when Angel was pregnant. No. No, I wanted them people to feel like they was in the party during intermission of the party.
Yes. Yes. I was about to say there was one last thing. Oh, what I'm glad I got to do. Listen, my mama's birthday, for Patreon, my mama's birthday is tomorrow. So we shoot this on Mondays, even though it airs on Wednesday. So if you're watching this on Wednesday, my mother's birthday was yesterday. And I knew I wanted to make sure that we did something special for her during this tour show. So that morning I bought a cake. And I was like, at the end of the show, we're going to make sure that we have this all 200 plus people sing happy birthday to my mother. Mm-hmm. And I was like, before we end, there's someone here who thankfully had 3 margaritas and, and got pregnant with me. And her birthday is this week. I was like, Mama Dorothy, stand up. Let me tell you what my mama loved. Probably it goes Jesus, her kids, in the spotlight. Spotlight might make it above her kids, okay? Victory shaking her head, yes. So I was like, listen, what I can give my mama is some spotlight. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you she ate it up and I was so happy, she was like, oh. She was giving the hands up, the hallelujah, she gave all of it. And I was just so grateful that she could be there. I was so grateful that we could use something that we've been working on to celebrate her. You know, it's a very unique position that we're in. Yeah. Because my sister was like, well, what can I do for Mama's birthday? Put her in the jewelry box.
You can spend time with her.
Jewelry stand. No, but she knows Mama like that spotlight. She's like, I can't top that. Oh, yeah. I said, well, you going to have to tag team preach with her. I said, now, I can't top that. You tag team preach with her. Ain't no amount of concerts I could bring her up into. Then you're preaching with her in the pulpit. So just so happy that we were able to.
Back and forth like red and meth.
Yeah, uh-huh. Mama would be all about it. Oh, she would eat that up. So I was just so glad I got to celebrate my mom. And first of all, it's just a blessing to have my mother. And to have her there, to have her in the audience. And I could tell she had a blast. And she didn't know I made sure she didn't know anything about the show. Yeah. I wanted her to get to enjoy it like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And she did. So I can't wait for Marcus's mom to get to enjoy it. And Lexington.
A big old smile.
Uh-huh. She going to be hurting. That's what she going to be doing. Missing half of the show because she's still laughing about something that happened 20 minutes ago.
That lingering ass laugh. Mama.
You better leave her alone. Let her not know what half of the show is about because she's laughing. All right, come on, take us to our next segment.
Moving on. Got audience questions.
Hey, oh, yeah. Yes. And I like the ones that I'm seeing right here in front of me. I like this one from Year Morona 9. She says, with the success of last night's show, how confident are you guys going forward in future shows? And are there things you guys would do differently?
Very confident going forward. This only boosted my confidence because we already feel good about the leading up to that show. We knew what needed to happen, and it was like, there ain't nothing to do but execute. Moving forward, I got things I would critique, like little small things here and there, but nothing like altering the show now.
Yeah.
Like little things like, I got little things I would critique without giving away too much of what we're doing.
We got some crafts and cocktail segment. My girlfriend told me that our backdrop is too bright. It makes us look backlit. So there's some graphic stuff that we might change for the show, some sound stuff. Those are like little critiques. As far as in the functionality of the show, realizing that these venues do not offer a lot of support for the show. Yeah. So making sure that every city, either I am getting 2 volunteers or I'm finding a way to staff our show with 2 extra people. Victory has a lot on her hands with the between the tech and selling merch. And so anything outside of those 2 things is, what you doing with Patreon? Oh yeah. Plus, we make sure that our Patreon that are participating with us on stage have Uber rides. So with those things, there's no additional task that she could do. And I realized the evening of or the morning of that they weren't going to offer us any support. This was support I thought they were offering us. So it was never something that was supposed to be on her plate. Like facilitating facilitating the meet and greet. Just, having someone there that's security that's making sure only VIP is coming to do the meet and greet with us. Or allowing us to do the tech early enough so that Victory can come off of tech run to go sell merchandise at the top of the show. So there are things like that make me realize, luckily I have great friends. Marquita stepped up and she handled our VIP, making sure that only VIP came into the meet and greet. So one, being able to make sure we can get into the venue early so we can do our tech work. Cause they were like, so when you ran the tech, did you realize? I said, we didn't get to run the tech. Yeah. They got to test out that her laptop worked, but we didn't get to run tech. So that we get in early enough. Is he in there?
I think.
What say it again? Yeah, Emil.
Yes. Emil, May at School. Nice to meet you.
So getting in early enough so a full tech run can run so that Victory can come off of the laptop fully and go do merchandise at the top of the show. Then having someone from the venue be on merch during the show as people come in late and possibly want to buy merch while the show is going on. And making sure that there's someone there from the show that's just able to be like, oh, are you here for VIP meet and greet? Let me check you in and you can go in here. Because we were having to try to tell people, we allow you to have 1 piece of merch with your ticket. I'm having to send people back out to go get their merch. Like, that just makes it cumbersome.
And it was, at that particular venue, there was a lot going on, other stuff that we didn't anticipate. I don't think they anticipated all that happening either. Yeah. It seemed like the venue was hit by 2 things at once that they didn't foresee. One of them they didn't foresee. So that's what made everything so a little chaotic in a sense when dealing with that as far as our merch and our people and everything. I can't see that happen. Something like, it definitely could happen again,
Yeah.
But, yeah.
More space for what? You think we need more space? Victory's saying she thinks we need more space for what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think a normal circumstance that wouldn't, because that space was actually bigger than most for doing merch. But because what was going on at that venue, it's like, this is a massive office for 3 people, but you put 38 people in here, it's going to be a little congested.
She's saying most places, especially when we were doing the tour.
But that's a
But
comedy
also-
club versus
This
our
is
spots.
what made it different is that usually when you're doing an event someplace, you're the event.
Yeah.
This was a place where we were the event. However, their bar was having
Yeah.
people were just there randomly
Yeah.
and it was packed because the bar was so close to all the Pride events.
Right.
So there were people who had nothing to do with our show, nothing to do with any show there.
Yeah, it was Pride Week, Pride Week or whatever, and then there was an event going on a block away.
And so people were coming in
and
to
this
have
is
drinks.
in LA, so it was packed in there
Yeah.
to have drinks. So I'm pretty sure that that establishment did not anticipate that happening along at the same time as our show.
Yeah. So it was a lot.
And then there was there was a concert happening right after ours
yeah.
dealing with the Pride Week thing. So it was just like y'all got two things going on at once, and even the kitchen was backed up.
Yeah.
But-
And somebody was saying the parade had just left out and the bar was open at the same time. So it was just a lot
just a lot.
of stuff where that venue is literally the perfect venue for
Yeah,
us.
It truly is.
It's just because of all the stuff going on, their staff was ran thin.
That perfect.
They had been
perfect
working
storm.
all day, so
Yeah.
they just weren't able to support us the way I needed us to be supported. But all in all, it was fantastic. Thank you so much for your audience question.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate it.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do another question.
No, but that's the only question.
Okay, well, fam, thank y'all for tuning in.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. You don't know the next segment?
What is it?
Comment of the week.
I keep forgetting that goddamn comment and the question seem like the same thing.
Take our advice is what the other thing is called, but people aren't really asking our advice.
Comment of the week.
Okay, this is from Amanda Danielle 93. The TikToker had a valid perspective that y'all dismissed as a generalization. And then y'all proceeded to make y'all's own generalization. Just because it doesn't apply to you in your circle doesn't mean it doesn't apply to anyone. I get what she's saying. I don't think we were saying it didn't apply to anyone. We were just saying her generalization was completely making it seem like this is what always happens.
I said I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
That I don't know anyone that does that.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. People hear one thing and understand something else.
Yeah. So I don't think in that moment we were trying to say she was completely wrong. We were saying she has made an entire story up in her head and is saying
Right.
this is what happens. It felt like she was saying this is what happens all the time in her advice.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. It was just I know it can happen. I know she is not crazy. It was just like, girl.
No, she went way left at that.
It was just like, and that's why it didn't feel like she was saying, this is a specific thing that I see happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But we love to hear you all's thoughts, even if we don't
Absolutely.
agree with it. So
Y'all ain't
thank
gotta
you,
agree with us.
Amanda,
we don't
for
agree with each other.
Come on. That's why this is called Is This Going to Cause an Argument? So thank you, Amanda, for stating your opinion
Absolutely.
in the comments.
Can I end it now?
You're
Or do we
hosting.
have-
Why don't you know?
Or do we have read this question? Fam, thank y'all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. I've been your host, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Marcus A on the Gram, Facebook at Marcus A on the Book, and TikTok at Tank Don't Talk.
You can find me, That Chick Angel, across all platforms of That Chick Angel. You can find my hit record, One Margarita, on iTunes, Spotify, and Tidal. There is both a clean version, so if you want to listen to it and not be embarrassed at work, and the raunchy version that I actually
Hell with them
freestyle.
employees. Go on, co-workers. Go on and play it.
You can find those also on streaming platforms. You can also hear us on the radio. It's been played on a couple of different stations, so check us out there. We will be announcing the rest of the tour dates hopefully in the next week or so. So please be on the lookout as we come towards your city or an area that you are near. And make sure you all are subscribed to Tanksley TV for Let Us Tell It. And Mama Likes, which you can find at Mama Likes 127 on YouTube.
Absolutely.
I got it all out.
And you can listen to this across all podcast streaming platforms on Apple and Google. Rate,
We're
review.
not on Google.
We're not?
We got to figure out why we're not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot. Let us tell it is.
Listen, because I hope you said that.
You did help me set it up. Fix yours. Anyway, make sure you rate and review and all that jazz.
And until next time.
Y'all have a good one, fam.
Bye.